Toastmasters and guests. A super sweet Saturday to one and all. Welcome to Whampoa's Toastmasters 248 chapter meeting. My name is Alicia Chia, and I'm the Toastmaster of the day for this meeting. Let me just briefly introduce myself. I'm the immediate past president of Whampoa Toastmaster Club. I love to grow myself and aspire to harness the growth mindset to fulfill my full potential like being a successful. Now, today's meeting theme is the beauty of land. And my BPE was telling me this concept of national harmony beautifully illustrates how diverse cultures and people can come together to form a united society, enriching our shared experiences and promoting understanding. So how does Singapore do this blending? Have you ever thought how to do it? Well, obviously, we did it very well by embracing multiculturalism. As you know, Singapore has a rich tapestry of cultures. We have Chinese, Malay, Indian, and Eurasian, right? In this crowd now. And we are able to create this vibrant, multicultural environment, probably because of our history as a trading hub. We were a strategic trading hub. If you study history, you'll know, right? And because of this trading hub, we were able to attract a lot of people to come to Singapore from various backgrounds. So this fusion of culture emphasizes embracing differences and fostering connections among communities. As such, we are able to foster mutual respect and understanding among residents. We also celebrate festivals and traditions. What kind of festivals? We have many festivals and events like Chinese New Year, Hari Raya Puasa, and Deepavali, just to name a few. And all these celebrations symbolizes unity and showcase the beauty of differing traditions coming together. And when we have these events and celebrations, we share these festivities. We have food, we have camaraderie, and with such things, we reinforce social cohesion. So now, like Chinese New Year, we give ang pao, right? Hari Raya also, they also give ang pao, but green color, so red green. And not only all these festivals and traditions, Singapore itself, shall we say, we call ourselves a food center. In the sense of, we have different kinds of food from different ethnic groups. So food is also another way of being a cultural bridge for different ethnicities. And so I'm sure everyone here, whether it's local or foreigner, we all embrace the concept that Singapore has diversity of food. But of course, despite all this diversity and unity, we still will face challenge. Because to achieve and maintain harmony in such a diverse society will obviously pose challenges, right? Because a lot of people will still have that old school perception about different races. But we can still continue to learn about different ethnic groups and their practices and continue to build bridges. Because at the end of the day, it's in our differences that lies our true beauty. That's why the theme today is the beauty of land. So without much ado, I shall leave you to ponder on this theme, the beauty of land. As we hear from our acting club president, Nurse Sabrina, EHS BL1, with her opening speech. Over to you, Madam Acting Club President. Oh, by the way, for those non-Toastmaster, when we have a new speaker coming over, we always shake hands. The reason why is not because my hands I'm trying to pass the stage over to her. Over to you. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters members again. A week ago, we celebrated Singapore's 60th birthday. Some of you may have celebrated at home. Some of you may have gone to the national parade. And it's not over. In this chapter meeting, we will continue to celebrate Singapore together. Like in Toastmasters, we pride ourselves on diversity. No matter who or where you are from, you are united. That is the beauty of land. So, today our theme is beauty of land. I thank you all for coming to this chapter meeting. It's nice to see some are dressed in red and white. Have fun and have an enjoyable meeting. Thank you, Toastmaster. Thank you, Acting Club President, for your inspiring openings address to get the audience and our members and guests activated for SG60. Now, before we start our actual meeting, we just like have a short introduction. We would like to introduce yourself, where you come from. Let us know just a short, brief thing about yourself. Start from.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lily. I'm from Whampoa Toastmaster Club. Actually, I come from Guangzhou, China. So I'm Chinese, and I think for this club actually improved myself a lot, especially bring me a lot of confidence. So thank you, everyone.
Hello everyone, sorry I'm late today. My name is Grace Zhang. I come from China as well, from Shanghai. So this month is my second month in Singapore, and nice to meet you.
Well, I'm Jonathan and I'm from Singapore, so I'm just here just to see our main corner. And yeah.
Hello everyone, I'm also from Singapore and also from the Whampoa Toastmaster Club. So hope to get together with everyone.
Hi, my name is Santosh and I'm from a small state in India called Odisha, and I'm here with Whampoa Toastmasters Club since more than 2 years now. Yeah, thank you.
Hi everyone. I'm Jackie. Jackie, I'm from the sky. I go down in Singapore. So I've been Whampoa Toastmaster member for 2 years already. Yeah. So thank you.
Very good afternoon. My name is Prakash Singh. I mean, as you can see, I'm Singh. I've been here many years back. I think among the few founding years that time. I think I would say about 15 years ago at least. So I was here for a couple of years, and then I had some things to do, and I actually just coming back to visit the club. So I'm through Singaporean because I did my national service and I passed my SG60 also. So anyway, I've seen the growth of Singapore and all the. So welcome everyone. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Sanjeev and I am from Antarctica. Don't call me. Antarctica. Yeah. So, it's a very freezing environment, but no, when I'm here in Singapore, it's like so hot, but I'm trying to manage. So, I've been here in Whampoa Toastmasters Club since about 3 years, 3 plus already. So I'm right now I'm the VPPR of Whampoa Toastmasters Club. So thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Rina. I've been in Whampoa Toastmaster for 1.5 years. For next year.
So hi everyone, I'm Joseph. Yes, I'm from a small city-state in Asia called Singapore. Yeah, I'm a guest from Tampines Changkat Toastmasters Club. Yeah, nice to meet everyone.
Oh, by the way, this year is FG60. Did anybody have any interesting experience that you'd like to share with all of us?
I think just last Sunday I performed for AG60.
You must stand up so everybody know you're talking.
Okay, so yeah, just last Sunday I had the opportunity to perform for AG60 at the Geylang Serai Heartland competition. So it's my first time, doing Oriental drumming. Yeah, Oriental drumming. Yeah, because it's a group of 60 drummers. Performing for Singapore 60th birthday. I find this one is very. I'm blessed with the opportunities. 60 because no 60 drummer because you the stick, right, you cannot accommodate 60 drum, so only 60 I think 30 drum, 60 drummers.
Because if there's 60 drums on the stage will collapse.
Yeah, actually, some on stage, some on the ground. So it's I think it's an amazing performing experience for me.
Right.
Some more it's raining, some more pouring. So actually we drum in the rain. Right before we start, it's already start to pour already.
This sounds like some movie, what was it? Hip hop dance.
Step up.
Step up, yeah.
Yeah, so when we hit the drum, I think the water, the splash. Amazing experience. So some more it's actually 50 also. So glad to be part of it. This phenomenal experience.
So you will stay with you for a long time. You tell your children, grandchildren.
And some more it's the first time putting on the Chinese Oriental costume, putting on makeup. So it was the first time.
Fantastic. Okay, anybody think?
Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Zafar. I'm a founding member of this club, Whampoa. So we have like some very senior members among us. So we have been, Whampoa Toastmasters Club has been around for 20 years. We just celebrated a milestone. So over the last 20 years, there has been a lot of ups and downs. Even personally for me, we have like maybe guests. Are you a Toastmaster? No, just visiting, right? Okay. I mean, like even myself, when I started my Toastmasters journey, just like some of you here, maybe there was a lot of fright going in front, a lot of like butterflies that might be like flying. But over the years, so that's a platform that helped me to be what I am today, right? Today I'm doing training. I train others how to speak, and I'm also conducting training and all that. So I give a big credit to Toastmasters for like what I have become today. From a National Day point of view, last couple of years, about 5 years since after the COVID, I'm with one of the organizations. It's called TMJ. It's a Tamil Muslim joint of club. So during the National Day, what they have done, which I've been also been part of it, is not just celebrate, but also to celebrate with the less deserving. So over the last coming to like fifth year, we give educational bursaries to deserving families. So we do this as a like National Day observance, and also to give out educational bursaries and to celebrate with the deserving families. So that has been like something that is useful and also something memorable for myself personally. Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're still doing voluntary work. Thank you. Anybody else who has any interesting SG60 experience with that? All right. So thank you everyone for introducing yourself and sharing your SG60 experiences. Now, before we start with our actual program, we need position holders to help us assist in our chapter meetings. So I'd like to introduce our timer for this afternoon. Is none other than Jackie Chio, EH3, who is also Whampoa's SAA, Sergeant at Arms. I shall now invite our timer to tell us more about his role. Over to you.
Okay, so I will be serving as the, firstly, thank you, Alicia. So I will be serving as a timer. My duty is to time, prepare speeches, table topics, and speech evaluation. Thank you.
Then we also have a general evaluator this afternoon, which is Cohort Singh, ACG, ARV, and PM3. But he's on his way, so not to worry. Later I will introduce him. His role is basically to evaluate our whole chapter meeting, so that we can learn and improve at the next chapter meetings. Now, let's move on with our first segment of the chapter meeting, which is the better speaking segment, or what we normally call it prepared speeches. And normally for prepared speeches, this is where you will hear from our speakers who will share their thoughts on helpful projects that they are completing. Today's speeches are very interesting and exciting because the speeches are both from engaging humor pathways. Now, the first speaker, he'll be delivering his engaging human pathway level 2 project, Connect with your audience. So may I invite his evaluator. Actually, his evaluator is Ramesh Sudarmanam, but he's not able to attend the due to work commitments. So we have another evaluator, which is our acting Madam President, Nurse Sabrina, who will read the project purpose statement. May I invite his evaluator to read the project purpose statement?
Jackie, purpose statement will be the purpose of.
Who is this, Jackie or Zephyr? Zephyr. Zephyr.
Zephyr is not good.
Yeah, Zephyr's evaluator is
Ramesh. Yeah. Jackie's evaluator is Sanjay.
The purpose statement will be for the member to determine their style of humor and apply it to a speech that centers around a central message.
So the speech timing for Mr. Timer?
Okay, for the time I reach 5 minutes, I will show this green card. 6 minutes, yellow card, and 7 minutes, and you have 30 seconds to now to wrap up your speech, and you will hear you exceed. Yeah, maybe I exceed 7 minutes and 30 seconds to hear it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jackie Chiu, for very on the timing. Now, Toastmaster Stephen Wong, I'd like to introduce him before he comes up here to deliver speech. He's dedicated to lifelong learning and adding value to others. He wants to learn to improve his communication, to have a wider impact on those around him. So please put your hands together for EH2 Stephen Wong Kai Eng with Creating Change. Creating Change. EH2 Stephen Wong.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. Change is the only constant in life. And currently for myself, the change I'm making here is more on the health side. I'm trying to lose weight and also to build muscle, come off it. Are any of you also looking to do the same? See, people also looking to get fit because I think a lot of us, everyone can get more fit unless you're maybe just schooling. So when it comes to, for example, losing weight, what's the first thing that you do? You set a target, exactly. And your target should ideally, of course, be specific and measurable. For example, maybe you want to lose 5 kg in 5 months. After that, what's the next thing that you will do? So you set your action. So you come out with an action plan. For example, maybe I want to skip supper and exercise 1-3 times a week. And then after that, most people just stop there. But actually something else that you can do that will effectively make your change a lot quicker. And the thing is identity. So for example, if I have a plate of fried chicken and I bring it to 2 people, you want some fried chicken? No, I'm actually on I'm trying to lose weight. I don't want to eat the fried chicken. The first person, second one, you want some fried chicken? No, I'm fit, so I'm on my diet. I don't want the fried chicken. So both of them rejected the chicken. But you see the difference in the way their attitude is. For the first one, he said that he is trying to lose weight. So he still sees himself as someone who is big size but trying to lose weight. His identity is incongruent with his actions. For the second one, he said he's fit and he's on a diet. So as a fit person, it's natural for the diet and his identity is congruent with his diet. Now, who do you think will be able to last longer on their diet or journey to lose weight? The one or two?
The one who's more comfortable.
Two, right? Exactly. Because two has the better identity that helps you be congruent with actions. So the question then is, how do we build our identity? I mean, when you are just born as a baby, you don't come and say, good evening, Toastmasters. Then I'm going to think about change. Your parents will be shocked if you do that. But how many of you identify as a Toastmaster today? And how do you identify? Alicia come with one and said, hey, you're a Toastmaster. Must call yourself a Toastmaster? I hope not. The way we build our identity is through action. So, for example, if you come to a Toastmaster meeting, you do a prepared speech evaluation or table topic, and then you also join the Toastmaster club. Every action you do becomes a vote for who you are becoming. So every time you come to a club, we speak, you're casting a vote that, you know what, maybe I am a Toastmaster. I am good at speaking. And as the votes slowly pile up, you start to see yourself as a Toastmaster. The same thing is true for really anything in life. For example, if you want to lose weight, every time you skip your supper and you go for a run, you tell yourself, I'm a fit person, I'm the type of person who is good at managing his weight. Conversely, every time you take your supper and you skip a run, you tell yourself, I'm my own size and I'm not good at losing weight. Your identity is built on every action that you take. Nothing I hope for you. So my fellow Toastmasters, in any change you want to accomplish, be it in your finance, your health, or even in your relationships, first is the identity. What type of person do you need to become to accomplish the goal that you are trying to achieve? For example, if you want to build a business, you need to first think, how do entrepreneurs think? What type of identity do you have? And what actions do they take? And from there, as you take those actions, you'll naturally become an entrepreneur. Or if you want to be a loving spouse, you should think about what are healthy actions I should take in a relationship. And how can I be a loving spouse? For example, maybe you should hug your spouse when you see them, or say something nice that every time you talk. So I urge you not only to focus on your goals and actions, even though they are vital change, but also think about who you want to become. What type of person you need to get the results that you want to achieve. And from there, come out with your actionable steps and take a vote for yourself on being that type of person. Back to the Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Zafar, for reminding us of the importance of your identity and congruent actions. So it was pretty inspiring. So I'm going back to my writing and trying to identify myself. Next up, we have the second speaker will deliberate this. So engaging humor pathway level 3 project. Engage your audience with humor. May I please ask this evaluator to read the purpose, the project purpose statement.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sanjeev, and the purpose of Jackie's speech. First of all, the title of his speech is Jack of all trades. And the purpose for this project is for him to practice the skills needed to connect with an unfamiliar audience. I hope I'm unfamiliar to you. All the best. And the speech timing is about 5 to 7 minutes.
Right, let me introduce the speaker, Jackie Cho. At the age of 6, he was involved in an unfortunate road accident. So his right limb's nerve system became malfunctioned. And because of that, his left hemisphere controls his right side. He learned and relearned things using only his left hand. So his life was filled with challenges as he grew up. And that experience taught him a great deal about the meaning of life. And hence he went into magic, and having started all these hobbies became an integral part of him. So it's helped him to develop his character. So let's put our hands together for EHG Jackie Cho with Jack of all trades. Jack of all trades, EHG Jackie Cho.
A very good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster and distinguished guests. They say, Jack of all trades, master of none. I say, Jack of all trades, still and broad. Yes, my name is Jackie Chong. My Chong is spelled as CHIONH. And I'm a living proof that this versatile is both a blessing and a comedy show in motion. Let's rewind. As a kid, I told my parents, I want to be a magician, an orator drummer, a dancer, an educator, and a superhero. My mom, Aboya, hey, please, just normal. But life had other plans.
Instead of just choosing one, I decided, why not do them all badly? And today, I'm a one-handed magician because who needs two hands when you have got style? Inclusive tour guide, West Coast swing dancer. Yes, I swing, but sometimes offbeat. Oriental drummer, which means I hit things with stick and somehow call it an art. Now you would think that with so many jobs, I will be rich. No. But my bank account still think that I'm doing an internship. Sometimes people ask, Jackie, how do you juggle with so many things? I tell them, easy. I don't juggle. I do things one by one in slow motion. One day, I was performing magic. I put out a coin from someone's ear. They were amazed. Wow! Until I sneezed and accidentally made their AirPod disappear. But still haven't found them. Then there's dancing. I love West Coast swing. Smooth, stylish. Or maybe I can find a girlfriend from there. But sometimes I forget to step. And it turns into interpretive Tai Chi. Sometimes even worse. My injured right hand finger accidentally pull onto the lady's bra strap. My partner will not put ID. Like, whoa, such creativity. And drumming. Let's just say I have freedom. For my neighbor who appreciate my midnight inspiration session. One even asked if I'm starting a construction site in my bedroom. Now, being a job contract also means that your brain is constantly switching channel. One moment, I'm explaining disability inclusion to a tour group. And the next moment, I'm trying to remember if my drumstick are still in my bag or still stuck in the laundry. It's chaos, but a beautiful chaos. But the real fun is family gathering. My uncle, Jackie, what do you do now? Depend on what time of the day it is. Then they will nod and just pretend to understand. Then they will change topic to something simpler like quantum physics. And dating. The girl. Jackie, what do you do for your career? How much time you got? By the time I finish this thing, she's halfway out the door. Sometimes even from dating app, the ladies will thought that I'm a scammer after reading through my dating profile. Because they doubt any guy can do so much thing. Despite all the best, the madness, and the multi-hyphenated dating profile. Being a job contract taught me one thing. Life doesn't need to be a straight line. It can be a funky jazz improv. of being unpredictable and sometimes hilarious. If someone ever told you that you are doing too much, just smile. You are not confused. You are just diversely gifted. Just like me, Jackie Chong, Joe of all trades, master of tongues, and the CEO of winning it with confidence. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jackie Cho. That was a very humorous speech. I thoroughly enjoyed, and I believe the audience also enjoyed your speech. There used to be a normal case as well. Then, because lots of people are getting object of all trades because we are so versatile, many skills. But eventually you'll find some of the skills that you will like to specialize in. So hopefully from all the trades that you've done, zoom in to what you're really very good at. Use those to strengthen that particular skill that you have. Well done. Going home. Now, let's welcome back our title, EH3 Jackie Cho, for confirmations of the times. May I now ask for the title's report, please?
Okay, Zephyr took 5 minutes 22 seconds, and Jackie took 6 minutes and 30 seconds. So both qualify. Yeah, this one.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Jackie Cho. For the benefit of our non-Toastmasters here, normally we have voting after the prepared speeches. But if there are 2 speakers only, there's no voting because it's a bit you need to have at least 3. Right? But nevertheless, let's give them all a round of applause. Now today's program is slightly different. Normally our segment 2 is our table topic, but our VP today has developed a nice program sheet where our segment 2 is the better listening segment. We go straight to the evaluation segment. For this segment, it involves active listening, which helps in giving evaluations. So our evaluators here, with emphasis on the content and delivery, our evaluators this afternoon will state their commendations, recommendations, and applications for our 2 speakers so that they can improve on their speeches. And the evaluation will be 2 to 3 minutes. So let's invite our timer once again. Share with us timing for the evaluators.
Okay, for evaluator, 2 minutes, I will show the green card. 2 minutes and 30 seconds, the yellow card, and 3 minutes, the red card. Then is there a 30 seconds?
Yes,
Wrap up there. Then you have 30 seconds to wrap up your evaluation. And then after 3 minutes and 30 seconds, you will hear the bell.
We have some slight changes. Thank you very much, timer, Toastmaster Jackie Cho. For the first evaluator, instead of Nurse Sabrina, we will like to invite our guest, Joseph from Tampines Changkat. He will deliver the evaluation for Zambia. I don't really know much about Joseph, but all I know is that he's a very helpful guy. When he first came to our chapter meeting just now, he was helping us hang banners here and there.
We need to put up the flag.
So without much ado, let's invite Toastmaster Joseph.
Good afternoon, Club President, fellow Toastmasters, and yes, indeed, esteemed guests, and of course to you, Zephyr. Zephyr, your speech caught me, actually, it caught me off guard. Why would I say that? Because I'm also guilty of setting goals and then forgetting to take action. So the last thing that I wasn't expecting is to walk in and be reminded of that. Seven, the objective of your speech is to engage your audience. And indeed, you have chosen your topic well. Not just your topic, but the questions that you asked was right on point. How do we engage an audience? Is to have a lot of questions inside, not just making statements, right? But to ask engaging questions. Some of the questions that I loved, that you asked was this: what comes next after setting your goals? Makes us think. What type of person want to become? I thought that was excellent. When we want to make changes, it's not just about setting goals, but coming from the ambition of self-belief. Another thing that I liked was your confident tone when you speak. To engage your audience, you need to have a confident tone, not an unsure one. That was something that I liked a lot. Now, as with all evaluations, how to take your speech from good to outstanding. There are three things that I would like to suggest. One, when speaking in front of an audience, okay, instead of using an eye-sweeping motion, right, when we are thinking of what to speak, okay, sometimes we might just doing this, right? Be intentional. Look at your audience. 1 second, 2 seconds. Next. Be intentional. Okay. The second one, okay, is your hands movement. Right? Hands movement instead of small movements. Yes, it's good, right? Open up more. Make a statement. When you're making a statement, it's more firm. It goes very well with your tone. Because body language also engages your audience. The second thing, right? The first is overall body language. What's the second one? Okay, which is, yes, it's the way of using our questions is very important. Questions are questions for a reason. When you ask the questions, you want our audience to think. When you ask a question, you want them to respond. Right? So one way to improve, instead of asking questions and then answering your own questions on the spot, answer and pause. Right? All in all, I love your speech. I think it's excellent. I like the reminder you gave me. And certainly, I'm looking forward to hearing more from you. Back to you.
Thank you. For this chapter, for your detailed observations and very constructive reserve from our speaker for the forward for his next speech. Next up, we have our next evaluator, Sanjeev Balan, EC3. Before he comes up to deliver his evaluation speech, let me introduce him a bit. Sanjeev is an individual who strives to reach for his own definition of success. With the empathy which he learned along the journey of life, it should also an important skill to develop into an understanding society where everyone supports each other to success. He joined Toastmasters in 2020 with the encouragement of an awesome soul and was appointed to be Vice President of Education next term. Since then, he has become the President and now is our current DPPR. His journey is learned leadership, communication, and network build over like all you guys. So, without much ado, let's. Yeah, let's welcome our evaluator, Toastmaster Sanjeev Balan, EC3.
All right. Let me ask everyone, Why do you think Jackie chose the title Jack of all trades? Any clue, any answer, or any? Yes.
Steve, Jack,
Yes, you're right. Because there's Jack and Steve. The Jack of all trades. Isn't it funny? Only I can't enter the human speech contest, but Jackie definitely can because his speech was humorous. And he definitely made the purpose of the speech, which is to connect with the audience, unfamiliar audience. So he was able to connect with all of you. Am I right to say that? So that was great. I just want to share the part where you did well, you excelled at, and your speech was clear. There was clarity, so I could understand your speech very well. I could see, many of them, laughing, giggling for few of your jokes. They just point out, a few points which you highlighted was one of my favorite. I think your first humorous statement was when you say your bank account, it was like an internship. So I was like thinking, bank account like internship, that means when you start work at the start, it will be very less. So there was a very good emphasis, right? And you also talk about the bar spread, right? So at last you said the lady was saying the so creative, right? So instead of scolding you or using any other vulgar words, she used you are very creative. I think that was creative also for you. And your vocal variety was good. Your eye contact was good. Was looking at everyone, like all the audience on eyes. And your comfort level was definitely great because you had so much of confidence, and your confidence actually showed to everyone with your level of confidence. And the topic, Jack of all trades, definitely hit that because you actually shared and emphasized that you do a lot of things, especially the dating app. There will be a lot of things, and when the other girls see the dating app, they will be thinking, this guy is a con man, right? So that itself elaborated and emphasized the topic itself. I just want to ask, is it only girls? Does the guy look at your profile?
Yeah, there are some contender also.
Right. All the best.
When you say hello to me, and say, baby boy, that.
Yeah, that means you have respect. Yeah, sorry. Okay, anyway, and also I like the role play you did. You did here and then someone was carrying your mom or stuff, right? Your dad, yeah. So that was good. So just to improve on, I think the clarity can be even more better because when you mentioned about bra strap, right? So I didn't see many laugh, but I know what he was talking about, the dance, and I know what kind of dance you do. So the thing is, not everyone knows that. So he actually does what's the name? Salsa? No, West. No, what's the name of the dance? West Coast Swing dance. The name of the dance. West Coast Swing. Right, okay. So that's the thing, right? And level of interest, the level of interest for the audience didn't really capture much because of the lack of clarity at this point. And I think gestures and expressions could be elaborated a bit more. Right? Yeah. So I think that's all for improvement. I think most of the parts you did well. That what you can do to challenge yourself is to improve your clarity, have maybe drama, a bit of drama, I'm not sure. And maybe a bit of props. So other than that, you did well. Thank you so much. Thank you.
thank you, Toastmaster C3. Let's invite our timer EH3 Jackie Cho again for confirmation of the times.
Okay, Joseph took 3 minutes and 18 seconds. Sanjeev took 4 minutes and 16 seconds. So only Joseph qualified.
Thank you. Once again, for those non-Toastmasters, because we only have 2 evaluators, there's no voting. So hopefully next month, more speakers and you can vote. But nevertheless, Thank you both moderators for having. With that, I'd like to invite everyone for short refreshment. Now the time is 3:35. If I have a 10-minute refreshment, let's come back 3:45. Thank you.
So you have, your dad has baked the cake?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, you had the.
I brought a knife. Yeah, pause this up. Pause.
How life.
You already enjoyed the prepared speeches and the prepared narration. Now we have the better thinking segment, which in traditional Toastmaster is called table topics session. This afternoon session is a bit more unique because we'll be focusing on Singapore history. It's an NDP special. For the benefit of non-Toastmasters, table topic section is a segment where speakers get to practice their impromptu speaking skills. And our table topic master this afternoon is DL5 Winnie Farm. She's currently our VPM and was previously the Division U PR manager. Let me introduce Winnie. Winnie is a lovely girl who can give people a very good first impression. So let us put our hands together to welcome our table topic master extraordinaire, DL5 Winnie Farm.
Afternoon, everyone. I'm very happy to become a table topics master today. So I really enjoy this session because I'll be able to manage the whole session. I can take whoever I like to answer the topic I prepared. So actually I prepared enough topic for everyone today. Just who want to be the first one and who want to be the last one. Okay. And today this month we are celebrating Singapore 16 years old birthday. Today theme is about 60, yes, 60. And today we are the theme is about Singapore history, but I'm not going to talk about like why this role called this name, why this building will be here, why they use this color, not the other color. Because I will make it more interesting and will allow all of you to just share your own thought and story. Okay, let's just start the session. Who want to be the first one? I want to have a volunteer. If not, I will call your name. I will see who have eye contact with me there. Okay, I want to invite you.
Go.
Let's go. Okay.
You start with the seniors first.
Yeah, SG60, right?
More than that, so.
Wow. Okay. In your opinion, what is the most significant milestone in Singapore history? In your opinion, what's the most significant milestone in Singapore's history? Okay.
Thank you. Table topics master. A very good afternoon to all. And SG60 is something which is quite at heart for everyone here, I guess, especially Singaporeans. Now, there are many milestones in our history. Now, we as a small little red dot, although we are red and white, right? Little red dot is known to the whole world. In fact, you can go to so many countries, they will say, where is Singapore? Is it Malaysia? Is it Indonesia? Because it's so small that they can't visualize a country like us. But our founders, our pioneers have done a wonderful thing. Taken advantage of our geographical location. We are the best airport in the world. We are best seaport in the world. We are born, and you can see that infrastructure that we have in Singapore is amazing. Garden city, a city in the garden. Isn't it marvelous? So what more can we say? I mean, everything is so, there's so many milestones, but it is ringing bells throughout the whole world. A small country with beautiful leadership, clean governance, and it has made it into a beautiful place that all countries in the world wants us. Do you know our passport, red color passport, is the most treasured in the whole world? Can you imagine that? A small dot in the world's context. So I will say that our infrastructure has helped us a lot, and our good clean government has even made it the best. That means to say we had the best small little place, but with the best governance, we have transformed this little thing to be known to the whole world. You know, like Garden by the Bays, it is a what do you call it, tourist attraction, which is in the top 5 at least. How do we have made it such a garden by the way, which is collecting all the slips? Anyway, that was our milestone that we should not forget. Thank you.
Okay, let's welcome our next speaker. Anyone? Want to try? Yeah, let's try.
So not later on, if you want to you're talking about, we're gonna go. They will give you a topic, just speak for a minute until you see the green. Just give it a shot. Yeah, a minute only. Okay. Until you see the green card. You can go. You can go. Trying to convince him, and then you ask him to go back.
Sure. Favorite memory of celebrating National Day. What's your favorite memory of celebrating National Day? Yeah, back to you.
Yeah, bro. Thank you. For National Day, my favorite will be basically to stick the National Day, the Singapore flag in front of my house. I mean to show the pride of Singapore, and also to see the planes fly through during the parade. I mean through the island. Because I mean with all the planes, all these, it makes you have a sense of pride and an honor to be a Singaporean because of the plane. Like to see our defense force and all this really shows that to show that Singapore really means business, and we need to protect ourselves. And also all the performances during the National Day parade to show like all those, like the National Day songs really remind you about, despite 60 years of Singapore, I mean Singapore has gone so far, and really shows how far Singapore has come. Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah.
For sharing about how you celebrating the National Day.
Okay.
And let's welcome our next. Who? Before you. Okay.
Go something.
Suppose.
Alright.
Okay. If Singapore was a person, how would you describe his personality? If Singapore was a person, how would you describe his personality?
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters, Toastmasters of the day, WW Toastmaster. Well, Singapore is one of the finest countries, as Mr. Singh said a few minutes back. But if you think Singapore as a human being, as a person, there are, I would say, it varies from being a beautiful lady, or you can say, can be a strict leader, right? This can be like someone like Winnie, dressed in a red dress and looks beautiful, and you feel like, be with the person, talk to the person, and just have a good time. Or it can be a very, very strict person, the founding member, the founding father of Singapore, who set the stage for the Singapore, where from the transformed the fishing village to a beautiful and cleanest country in the world. And I would say not just you cannot make it like a single person. It can vary from a beautiful lady to one of the stricted person in the world. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. That's about half hour. Peter, another try. Okay. If you could create a slogan for Singapore, what would it be? If you could create a new slogan for Singapore, what would it be?
If I would put slogan for Singapore, now Singapore has come to its 60th year, and Singapore has shown leadership, growth, and confidence. And back in the years, we struggled and we come to strength. So seeing the growth that Singapore has been experiencing and have come this far, so many different people, different races come together, and we actually let this our strength in the entire worldwide. People come to Singapore, and this is a general knowledge that we are a multi-racial country. So I would say that the quote can be diversity is our strength, something related to multicultural and different people coming together, something that is general and something that Singapore stands out on. Thank you.
Okay, then let's welcome our new friend, Grace. You want to have a try?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not from here. Yeah, because I understand that you just come to Singapore a few months. So maybe you can share with us what's the best food when you in Singapore for these few months. Yeah, what's the best food to share with us?
Yeah, for myself.
Yes.
Okay, can I show you the best drinks?
Let's drink.
Drinks? Yeah.
Drinks of the
Like the location, the place. So,
Notebook. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Grace Zhang. Yeah. I want to show you the best drink in Singapore, what I have in the last 2 months, which is the Singapore Sling. Have you say, have you heard of it?
Yes.
Do you love it?
Yes.
Okay.
Got any one to try?
Do you know the history of Singapore sling and where is the most traditional one? Yeah, correct. Yeah. The best Singapore sling is in Raffles Hotel and in the second floor of which we called the Long Bar. And do you know what's the most special thing when you eat Long Bar? Yeah. You get a good answer. So I want to talk to you about Singapore's drink because this drink is I think it's the Singapore's famous cocktail in the world. So and the name of this cocktail is named by Singapore. So but it's you know, quite famous over the whole world. So and the flavor also quite good. I like it. It's salty and strong because there I have gin base. So I want to show you with this. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
For sharing, okay,
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me choose okay. What's the place in Singapore you are most proud of? What's the place in Singapore you are most proud of? Thank you.
So the topic is, what is the place in Singapore that I am the most proud of? One reason why I like table topics is because I don't need to think too much. The answer that comes immediately to your mind is the one that's closest to your heart. So if I am to ask each and every one of you, no matter where you go, what's the place that you always think about of? What will your answer be? Truly, right? It's home. If I can't be proud of my own home, what can I be proud of? When I go out to work, there's only one place that I'm working so hard for. It's to build a home. If I go to a club, not the other clubs, Toastmasters club, right? And I want to bring people into that club. What am I building? Building relationship. What else? I'm building a home. So if there is a place that I'm always proud of in Singapore, it is home. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Yeah, great. Not going to
PhD second.
Okay.
PhD.
Imagine you are part of the first generation of Singaporeans in 1965. What would you say to encourage the people to believe in Singapore's future? Okay, thank you.
What's the topic again?
If I'm part of the first generation, 1965. Right, so what I would tell the
Encourage the people to believe this is the Singapore future. But you didn't see anything yet.
you will not make it. In fact, you will fail. There is no way that you will survive. You will come begging back to Malaysia. Please take me back. I don't have any natural resources. I don't have the people. They are all from the different countries put together. They don't even speak the same language. How are we to survive? We will fail. Die lah. How can a small country like us survive? Not talk about how it can succeed or flourish. But ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what we did. We didn't just survive. We succeeded. We flourished.
in a very short period of time. The key element here, it is about bringing the people together. It doesn't matter where you come from. In the 1965, it doesn't even matter where you were born, but you are here, right here in this small little red dot called Singapore. And we belong here. And we will make it happen. And we had the right people with the right focus, with the right leadership, and to direct us. And it's amazing to think about it even today. How did people with so many different walks of life, whether you're a Chinese, whether you're an Indian, whether you're a Malay, whether you're a Eurasian, it does not matter. We are Singapore. And we will continue to flourish. We will continue to be the success that we are today and 60 years from now. Back to you.
Wow. Okay. Let's welcome our last. I think we still have time, right? We still have time. Enough time for the last one. Okay. Anyone? Jackie or?
Jackie, all right.
Yeah.
Actually,
Still
if we have time, right, we can have both, right? Yeah.
The question is, what do you love most about Singapore? What do you love most about Singapore?
Recently, I went to holiday in US and Canada, and we went to see the mountains. They were huge and gigantic, but the only thing I could focus on was my lack of connection. I didn't have any connection to the world or to anyone, my friends, my family. And so I come to realize the importance of being connected and having a good and stable 5G connection, especially in Singapore. You know, we all take it so for granted. Wherever you go, whether you are at the far end of Singapore or even the middle of Singapore, you have good connection. You're able to text your friends, you're able to share all your memories on Instagram and share your life with other people. And so we take it for granted. When in a lot of countries, this is a real struggle for them. Many third world countries do not have very stable, even Wi-Fi connection. Not to mention the 3G and hotspot that we enjoy. So I would say that the thing I value the most in Singapore is not just the stability of our economy, but also the stability of our connection. Back to our favorite topic.
So that is the network. Okay. We have the last question, Jackie.
All right.
No worries.
No more already.
We are flexible.
Singapore computer space.
Also ready. Hey, we small, we can contain the world already.
I'll show you where the spaces
The
are.
size doesn't matter, right? You want? Was
That's one.
First,
you want?
okay. If you could invite and Singaporean to dinner, Singaporean to dinner, any Singaporean to dinner, who would you be?
If I would invite,
If you could invite anyone in Singapore to have dinner, who would you want to invite? Anyone? And then invite me also.
If I would invite any Singaporean to have dinner, the first one that comes to my mind is my future girlfriend. Because I want to, have the first experience, living experience with my future girlfriend. To have a romantic dinner in Singapore. And yeah, because I think most of the time I'm having my own dinner, outside alone by myself. If not, maybe with a group of friends. So I seldom, had the opportunity to date a girl out for dinner date. So to me, if I'm given this chance to have to choose a Singaporean to have a dinner with me, of course, definitely that will be my future girlfriend. And of course, I will wish that this dinner won't be just one time off. It will be like maybe almost every week. Maybe it's not every day, like every week, every week, or few times a week, or even like of course, in future, I'm aiming for every day lah. If possible lah. If she's my potential partner that I can deal with, of course, it will be good to have to have a Singaporean partner to have a dinner every day with me. So that we can talk about life, talk about our anything under the sun. So yeah, thank you so much.
Very smart. He also know the terms and conditions, not just one time. He want forever. So it's very smart. And hope you can find one person and be able to cook the dinner and enjoy dinner with you every day. Okay. I think that's all for the Toastmaster session. I hope all of you enjoy this session. Okay, so we will invite the timer.
Okay.
Press the timing report. So I need to write.
So Prakash, 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Jonathan, 1 minute 18 seconds. Santosh, 1 minute 36 seconds. Safina, 1 minute 11 seconds. Grace, 1 minute 50 seconds. 50. 50, yeah. Joseph, 1 minute 30 seconds. Rafa, 1 minute 59 seconds. Zephyr, 1 minute 12 seconds. Yeah, okay, Jackie, 1 minute 43 seconds.
Okay.
So all 45. Yeah.
So you have a voting machine. So what you can do is this is the person will be able to qualify for the voting. So you just take the person number, just put your vote in the box. Yeah.
So you must highlight one person got only one vote.
One person only got one vote.
And what's going to happen? Just that yeah. Just choose the number and then whoever you find. Of course, you can vote for yourself.
Yeah, I have a question. What's your number?
One to
Number is 7.
1 to 9, sorry.
Okay.
Your voting is secret.
All the faithful partners and vote.
I'm going to vote for opposition.
Good, I mean, we never had 9 table topic speaker in one meeting. It's good, the timing, that everyone gets a chance.
What's the maximum you have?
What table, 5, 6?
Yeah, I think 6 the maximum.
You can double that by each person take to the knob.
Because usually will not be so, they will not so happy to speak. But today I think everyone and
Must be the spirit of the Singapore.
not because of me, I'm the table topic.
Oh yeah, because of yeah, sorry. Rewind, because of the table topics master.
So she must do more table topics.
Yes.
We need to sign on permanent table topics.
Okay, who's master of the day?
Thank you so much, everyone, to enjoy the table topic session. Let's invite our Toastmaster of the day, Alicia, back to the stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Winnie. EL5 for such a fun table topic segment and making us so, what call it, what's the word? Making us be so patriotic, soaking in the National Day month end celebration. We don't say one day, we celebrate, we extend to 1 month. Well done, thank you very much. Now, we have some changes in the program sheet. Originally, we were supposed to have a January 11th, but unfortunately, we cannot make it. So he will come back again next month. But we do have someone.
Service.
But it's okay, he will come back next month. Meanwhile, we have someone in the background who has been listening attentively to all your ahs and ums. We call that pause fillers. When we speak, sometimes we get nervous, right? Public speaking is not so simple. And our brains may not synchronize with our mouth. So while we're thinking for the right word to say, we just add this word. So, some people have some weird sounds just to fill the silence. That's why we call these pause fillers. And so in Toastmaster, we have this position called R counter. This person will quietly listen to everybody's speeches, be it prepared speech, table topic, or evaluation, even the Toastmaster. And he will do a recording of what kind of pause fillers everyone spoke. Who has the most, who has the least. So without much ado, our counter for this afternoon, is none other than our Toastmaster Haja Zafarul. But before he comes out, I'd like to introduce him first. Not Vera, introduce everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
As he mentioned, he is our founding member of Toastmaster, Whampoa Toastmaster Club, not district media, Whampoa Toastmaster. And we were established in 2005. Accidentally or incidentally, we celebrated our 20th anniversary, right?
Yes.
2 months ago. So we are 20 years old, still much younger than Singapore. Singapore 60 years.
It was the last meeting, right?
No, previous
Together.
I did together, we combined with
Installation.
Expo installation.
Yeah.
Correct. Very good. So professionally, Zafa is a principal, trainer, and coach with Team Vision Training Institute Private Limited. He's also certified NLP from it's called practitioner in coach. In his professional capacity, he specializes in people development and personality profiling. So in Toastmasters over the years, he has mentored many Toastmasters and also coached them for contests. Apart from winning contests at club area division levels, he was also our champion for District 80 in table topics, second 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. So his defining moment was winning the National Humorous Speech Contest organized by PA. So let's welcome our art counter.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. This just since we also have like new members, thought like we do this, but this is one of the segments we have in Toastmasters. So if you notice Toastmasters, there's different segments, whether it's the prepared speech, whether it's the evaluation or evaluators for the prepared speech, and then of course we have the table topics, and then we have the Toastmaster of the Day, we have the table topics master, whether we have the timer, now the R counter. Every role gives you the opportunity to come up here and speak. That's the most important thing. In table topics, you're not just an audience, not just a spectator, but for you to come up here and get yourself that experience and the exposure. So similarly, this role, it's like Toastmaster of the Day Alicia has already shared. When we are coming up here and speaking, many a times we might not remember, we might not be in total control of what we say and what we do, because it's like, many times we have this nervousness, and sometimes it's the movement, many a times it's the words that we use. There are certain things called pause pillars. So I just took like the main speakers. So we had 2 prepared speech as well as 2 of the evaluators. I did not do for the table topics. So I'll just share some of the examples. When we started off with Zeppen as one of the prepared speech speaker, you had 5 R's and also a number of M's. So these are the things that was like spotted. For Jackie, even when he was doing your timer, so when we start doing the timing, it's like he started out with the the timing. So these are pause pillars, which is not necessarily, you don't have to use them. So going straight to the point. When you talk about Joseph, I mean, like, it's very, very surprising. He mentioned that this is his first evaluation. Didn't seem like one, but definitely you have been a very good observant student. You have observed many of the speakers that as you mentioned. You did a wonderful job as a evaluator, but it's always about improving. Yeah. So some of the things that Joseph could have done better in terms of pause pillars, you used a number of R's. You used about 7 right. Everything you would add a right. And you also added a number of OK, and there was source sprinkled in your evaluation. So if you just like what it did, this R counter report does is to create a more greater awareness. So we are more aware of like, oh, I've been using this, which I was not really conscious about. The next time that we are up here, we are more conscious about it. And for Sanjeev, he started off with the souls and number of R's. And you also had, I think a couple of times. So I mean, like, we really don't need to know like what you think, but we just want to hear what you think. And also about 4 or 5 right. So these are, as I mentioned, just to give you a sample of R counter. When we are up here speaking, when we have a greater level of awareness, that's when we keep on improving and we become a better speaker, more confident, and how we can engage with the audience. Thank you for this segment. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Zafar, SR3, for sharing with us your observations of all our unnecessary pause pillars. So everybody, if you try to recognize what is your favorite pause pillar word, first you must recognize. Some people like to use so, some people like you can identify what is your favorite. Then the next target, I learned from someone, is action, right? Tell yourself, or try not to say all those words. Instead, maybe use a new word instead of those common pause pillars. And don't be too stressed out to want to fill up that space. Take your time to think. When you're ready, then you speak. In that way, you will reduce the number of pause pillars. But no worries. Whenever you're nervous, especially you're nervous, you will tend to use a lot of pause pillars. You will notice yourself. So the best thing for you to do is try to take a deep breath and relax, and you'll get on with it. You'll find your improves bit by bit. Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you like to know who our winners are?
Yeah.
For today. We don't have best prepared speaker, we do not have best evaluation speakers, but we have best table topic speaker. Now, can we have the numbers? Okay, the best table topic speaker, due to popular vote, is none other than our veteran Toastmaster, Zafar. President, if please come. Hello, President. You give up.
Okay, thank you guys, thank you. So the word came from you, thank you so much, I really appreciate it. Alright. Yes, as we also wrap up our special National Day celebrative event, the Toastmasters meeting today. It's never easy, we have like visitors, thank you so much for joining us, who are non-Toastmasters. And also to Joseph, who is a Toastmaster, thank you so much for joining us at today's meeting. So the meeting is every second Saturday of the month. Only for this month, we have it on the 3rd because last week was our National Day, it's a public holiday. So every month is the second Saturday of the month. So you are invited to come back, get the feel comfortable. There are many clubs in Singapore. Almost every corner, wherever that you are from, wherever you're staying, there's probably a Toastmasters club just next to where you're staying. But it's not just about distance. So many of us are coming from far. I mean, personally myself, coming from Sengkang, we have people coming from Choa Chu Kang, right? Yeah. Boon Lay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like Choa Chu Kang, the person is not well. Yeah, Boon Lay, yeah, right from the other corner. But that's one of the beauty about Toastmasters and also about Singapore. I mean, like talking about the beauty of blend. So we are here. It's not only people from Whampoa. So as long as we are feeling comfortable in this environment. So the whole idea is that the meeting itself is like done in a very friendly manner. You can feel comfortable to come up here and make mistakes. So when we are more comfortable making mistakes, that's where we can get better. So I've personally seen, I mean, like other than my own personal life, I've seen many Toastmasters, when they join Toastmaster, they might have a lot of fear, in terms of language. I was sharing with Grace, in terms of the language or in terms of the confidence, in terms of like how we come up here and speak, but we will continue to improve. Like seeing from Zephyr and Jackie as well as like Santosh, like even Zafri. So we have our own different personalities, characteristics, but when we come up here, even like talking about Sanjeev, he's a trainer, and he does have experience. That doesn't mean that you cannot improve. I mean, like we always talk about a model for us, like when we talk about those Whampoa Toastmasters, our Winnie, who's the best table topics master. And so I mean, like she has also improved. Personally, I have seen her, how she has grown and developed herself as a better speaker, and how she has gained the confidence. All these things, important thing, is not just about Toastmaster. It will help you in your personal life. And so that's how we come together. We will help each other to grow, become a better person. So once again, thank you so much. So maybe you give up. I mean, like Alicia has been one of the strength of Whampoa Toastmasters. I mean, she's a very committed Toastmaster, and she was also the immediate past president of Whampoa Toastmasters Club. So I just want to we want to acknowledge two of the members or two of the guests who seated among us. So so they also took part in the table topics. It's never easy. I mean, like us Toastmasters, we know that coming up here, suddenly so many eyes looking at us, right? It's never easy. But when their name was called, when Winnie called them out, they took the step to come up here and speak. So we like to acknowledge these members, or rather the guests who have come together. So I'd like to invite Alicia, who's our immediate past president, to give out the ribbon for them. Can you give Alicia a round of applause?
Invite Grace and Jonathan up, one by one up.
Yeah. So I would like to invite Grace, please give Grace a round of applause. Yes. Okay, let's take a photo there. Later after this, we'll take a group photo. So thank you so much for joining us today. We also hope that you consider joining us as a member. Okay, there you go. The next, we'd like to invite Jonathan to come forward. Thank you, Jonathan, for visiting the club as well as making the speech.
Congratulations, well done.
They don't think.
Yeah, thank you everyone for making your time to come for this chapter meeting, our so-called extended NDP celebrations. And during this chapter meeting, I learned a lot. And I also hope all of you here have also learned from the inspirational speeches that I heard from the two speakers, as well as from the constructive criticism from our evaluators, and also the participating audience in the table topics. We broke a record. Never in our chapter meetings did we have 9 persons participating, right? Must be due to our table topic master. I'll make it short and sweet. I hope everyone is able to pick up something from our chapter meeting here and develop themselves moving forward. So without much ado, thank you very much, and let's gather here to take a group photo.
Okay.
I'll call this meeting an end.
Here. We can